In today's video, a palace-like airport. Today we're taking the train back to the airport as we will fly to Dubai later today. Let's go to the airport first, where I will tell you more about this upcoming trip. It has flipping pages, but there are no more flights than appear on the screen today. Still very quiet. Really quiet at the counters, but it's still early. I might be the very first one to actually check in. The only place with some food that's open is a sports bar. I also saw an electronic trolley driving by, selling coffee and snacks. That's it for terminal with the sea gate area of KLIA. And this is actually two crowds forming now. One that needs to transit and another one that wants to have an expensive COVID test. This is an Emirates Boeing 777-300 series with tail number A6ECF that will bring us to Dubai in roughly 7 hours. Let's board.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to invite customers seated in Zone C to board the aircraft through door B. Remaining customers are kindly requested to remain seated for further announcement. Thank you.
While queuing up for boarding, today's flight is in economy class, so no special boarding queue for me this time. It quickly became clear that the flight wasn't fully booked, by far. I already selected a free seat at the back of the plane, where there are only 2 seats in any outer row. The stream of passengers is not as much as I expected, and the seat next to me was still empty when I had just settled down, while cargo and luggage was loaded onto the plane. Today's intercontinental flight is EK347 from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. This 7-hour flight will take a fairly direct route, much over it over the open seas of the Indian Ocean, also flying over the southern tip of India. The flight itself was pretty uneventful with little turbulence, except of course for when the meal service started. The flight path shown in the animation is the actual path of my flight. Playing around with the multi-move cup holder is fun for a second or two, but that's about it. Let's put that back where it belongs and continue this flight in a more adult manner. Fortunately, I always have something slightly warmer with me, as it was needed on this flight. Yes, the little blanket would work as well, but this is just in between and it feels better just after departure. When you have a touchscreen, do you really need this complicated remote control that isn't even remote? I didn't use it. I also didn't use this Minecraft-like headset, so I can't tell you about the sound quality. The in-flight entertainment was a little bit slow, if you ask me. I had to touch the screen several times on and around the buttons to get it going. This should not be so difficult, I think. Or maybe it's just that I needed a little bit more patience, as it was a 7-hour flight anyway. Those channels for the airshow were just that, 2 channels. One map animation with the flight details and the second one displayed the current times. I guess. I can't read Arabic, and that's why I selected English from the menu to start with. The cameras didn't show anything, as we were over the southeastern Indian Ocean by now. There was slight turbulence while recording this, so you're getting a moving screen in the dark basically. Live TV were the usual suspects with news, but that's about it. And yeah, reaction time of the in-flight entertainment wasn't the fastest. Even if I, Mr. Patience himself, have to push more than once, it's just that, slow. Good thing I had my own entertainment in the form of a mini bottle of Dubois whiskey and Coca-Cola. Also, don't forget the downloaded episode of Abroad in Japan, since Japan is still closed for tourists. The economy class meal was just that, but the rice was soft enough and the chicken with sauce was pretty tasty. While there was another round of turbulence, I brought a quick visit to the toilet. This economy class toilet is nothing special of course, but the warm water was pretty hot, which I prefer over cold water. Possibly this is due to the fact that there weren't many passengers on this flight after all. After a short nap and some more YouTube, downloaded before the flight, I didn't use the in-flight Wi-Fi. We were about to land at Dubai International Airport. With a 4-hour time difference and a 7-hour flight, arrival was later in the evening. But it also meant it wasn't scorching hot outside and I could sleep some more once in the hotel. Everywhere you look, it's the same white and chrome colors that make up this entire terminal. Even the waiting area for those picking up luggage look the same. The airport is easy to navigate, so it's a short walk towards the hotel shuttle bus stop where a bus was already waiting.
It looks really fancy. Ready for my suitcase. The hotel first.
Ease of booking. I used an Emirates flight voucher to book this ticket. The voucher could be exchanged without problems through their website. Booking process is straightforward without going through an extensive list of options upon purchase. 4 out of 5 stars. Level of comfort. I took this flight in economy class as I didn't want to spend 4 times as much on this 7-hour flight. It showed that the flight was only half full, so we all had plenty of space. 4 out of 5 stars. Time traveled. This is a direct flight from Kuala Lumpur and takes 7 hours. With a late afternoon, early evening departure, you'll arrive just after 10 PM, which might be too late for some. It was fine for me though. 4 out of 5 stars. Food options. Economy class had 2 main meal options, fish or chicken. In that case, I always prefer the chicken over the fish, well, almost always. The snack basket later in the flight got me through the rest of the night as well. 4 out of 5 stars. Price comparison. This direct flight was not the cheapest option around, but it was the fastest and I held a flight voucher with Emirates, so I decided to spend it on this flight. 3 out of 5 stars. The total score for this flight, once again reminding it was an economy class flight, so expectations were accordingly, is 23 out of 25 stars. A solid result if you ask me. That's it for now. This flight with Emirates brought me to Dubai, which I will explore in the videos to come. Thank you for watching. If you have made it this far, may I recommend subscribing as well? I'll be posting weekly videos and you can also browse through all the videos on my channel.